first thing I want to do is, first thing I'm going to do once I enter.
Oh, you're talking to the camera. You don't have to. Just start doing.
What I was going to say is I need to check with the operator and make sure everything's good to go. Once everything's good to go, I go up underneath the truck, I hook up my shaft. That's my PTO shaft. Make sure it's connected and ready to go. Then I come around and I'll hook up my vapor line. I'll disconnect, vent it, make sure there's no pressure. I'll open up my vapor valve. Come over to your side. Make sure the vent is open. I'm going to hook up my vapor line. Once I get my vapor line hooked up, I'm going to close the vents. Make sure the vents are closed. Once the vents are closed, I'm going to open up my belly valve. That's going to open up my belly valve. I'm going to open up my pressure valve and allow my pressure to fill the line. Once that's opened up, I'm going to open up your pressure valve, and that's going to allow my tank and your tank to equalize. Once the tanks are equalized, as that's happening, I'm going to hook up my liquid line. I'm going to vent it, make sure that there's no pressure. Once there's no pressure, I'll disconnect my cap, close your vent valve, I'm going to get the hose. I'm going to hook the hose up. Once the hose is hooked up, I'm going to open up my belly valve. I'm going to slowly open up my vent, or my valve. Once my valve is open, my hose should plump up. Once it's ready, then I open up your valve. And I should be ready for flow. I will then go to my tractor. I will engage my PTO. Once the PTO is engaged, it will slowly start pumping. I will wait for the signal from the operator to allow me to know that the control room told him we have flow. Once we have flow, I will step back inside the tractor. I will boost up the RPMs and start unloading. Once the unloading is complete, takes about an hour. Once the tank is empty, you will hear a change in the tone of the tank. I then close my belly valves, and once the belly valves are closed...
How do you close the belly valves?
I can either close the belly valves here, or I can hit the pressure valve on the front or the rear of the trailer to manually close all of them. We have an emergency shut-off on the rear, emergency shut-off on the front. Either location, I can hit the emergency shut-off and it automatically closes my belly valve. Generally, we like to do that just to make sure that our emergency shut-offs are working. We'll hit the emergency shut-off, close our belly valve. Once the belly valves are closed, I'm going to close my vapor on my side, close the vapor on your side. I'm then going to open up the vent valve on my side, open up the vent valve on your side.
I got it.
Once the vent valve is open, I have released all the pressure. I can disconnect this vapor line. Disconnect my vapor line, hang my hose up, close up on my side. The whole time I'm disconnecting this, I'm allowing the pump to continuously run to force whatever chemical is left in the hose out of the hose. Vapor line is disconnected. I'm finished with that. I'm ready to disconnect on my liquid line. I then take my hose and I'm going to walk my hose out and out into the spout. Once my hose is clear and I feel like my hose is clear, I then close my valve. I will go shut my tank or my pump off. Once my pump is off, I'm going to disconnect my drive shaft from my tractor. After that is done, then I'm going to come out and I'm going to re-walk the hose one more time to make sure all the liquid is out of the line. Then I'm going to close your valve. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna open my vent, then I'm gonna open your vent. That should release any pressure that's inside that hose. I'm then gonna disconnect the hose from my side and lift my hose and walk it down to your end one more time, and then I'm gonna hang the hose up, close up my valves, and job complete.
Very good. Thank you, Mo.
Thank you. Good enough?